Hey everyone, and happy early holidays. Thanksgiving is tomorrow when this video is posted. So happy early Thanksgiving and start to the Christmas season. Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. I'm literally the day after Christmas gonna be decorating for Christmas. It just gave me the side glance, like, oh no. And if Blake was here, not at work, he'd be rolling his eyes like, oh dear. But I decided that last year, I don't remember if I did it last year or the year before that. I think it was a couple years ago, I did a video before Thanksgiving about kind of the struggles of having an eating disorder during the holiday known for food. Literally, especially nowadays, is a big thing about food. So, I mean, yeah, you have Valentine's Day with all the chocolate and stuff, but nothing like Thanksgiving. So, especially since this year I am out. Last year I was too, but a little different of a story. So, I really wanted to hit home because one, holiday season is very hard for people with eating disorders, especially this time of holiday season where we have Thanksgiving and then we go right into Christmas mode. People are Black Friday shopping, and a lot of their Black Friday stuff is to get Christmas presents. I mean, that's what I know I do, is my Black Friday shopping is just for Christmas gifts. It's literally like I go to PetSmart to get Ezra his Christmas gifts. I go to like Target to pick up some stuff. That's literally, I may get myself one or two things if they're on sale, but And then we go into decorating Christmas lights, Christmas caroling, doing all that stuff. Wrapping presents, making hot chocolate and fudge and puppy chow and Christmas cookies and getting our Christmas tree up. And so, and especially a lot of times you hear talk about holiday season and how one of my pet peeves is people are like, oh my goodness, after the holiday, I've been letting myself go, so I'm really going to have to start hitting the gym with all this weight I'm gaining during this time. They talk about how, like, they're getting the holiday weight and they're going to have to, start working it off. Or people are posting about weight loss or fat burners and the stuff you can take to help prevent weight gain during the holiday season, so you can still eat that pumpkin pie but not gain that 25 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people, like, I see a lot of that nowadays. And one thing is, like, first of all, you don't need to earn or do anything to be able to celebrate the holidays and eat what you want. Whether you 95 pounds or whether you 200 pounds, you eat that pie, you eat that turkey, you make that puppy chow with your sister and eat it. Don't feel guilty. One thing I'm working on right now is not feeling guilty, which leads into people with eating disorders during Thanksgiving. Their mind, at least like in my mind, which is an example of a mind with eating disorder, is one, if I have to go to a meal, this is how it used to be. If I have to go to a meal to go to Thanksgiving, I cannot eat all day except for that meal. And during that meal, it can only be one plate and only have a few things on it, and they have to be like just a spoonful of each thing, or like one deviled egg. Like it can't, and it has to be a small scoopful. It can't be like a heaping scoopful. It has to be like a small, just bloop, drop. And when you put the spoon back, there has to be some left on the spoon. When you put the spoon back, like in the crock pot, you can't eat anything all day, like I said. And those are the things that go through my mind. Like, and then the next day, you have to not eat. Like, you have to skip and make up for any overeating you may have done. Any extra calories over your limit you may have taken on. It's kind of like what my mind refers to as a cleansing day. So the day of Thanksgiving is where you can only eat the one meal. It has to be small, certain amount, only healthy food, like, you know, turkey instead of like roast beef, as a lighter meat. And all those things. You have to have the smallest amount of food compared to everyone else around you and all this. And then like the next day, like I said, is a cleansing day where you have to do extra workout to burn off some of it. You have to at least skip one meal and all this and that. And if you eat any dessert, like maybe a scoop of Oreo fluff or a small sliver of pumpkin pie, you can't have dessert for like 3 days. Any dessert like thing. So, yeah. So that's kind of how my mind goes. And when I'm up in the, like, his family does a buffet type thing. Everyone brings something, dessert, sides, whatever. And we all set it all out. Once everyone's there, we pray. And we all go through the line. And there's a lot of different options. Like his mom brings cheesy corn noodles. There's a couple different kinds of like crock pot meats. There's a couple different kind of potatoes. There's, a bunch of desserts like Oreo fluff, pumpkin pie, pecan pie. There's deviled eggs. There's all those things. And my mind is like, oh, give me some of that. Give me some of that. And it's not like, okay, one thing is I'm not a binger. Not like trying to diss anyone who is a binger. But like, I just love the food. Like, everything just looks so good, except for all the stuff with raisins. I'm not a raisin person. But, like, my mind immediately is like, ooh, I don't want to eat one of them double eggs. Ooh, that Oreo fluff was good. Oh, my gosh, did someone bring, like, his mom's cheesy corn noodles are heaven. Whew. She a good cook with that. She may say she's not a good cook, but that's one thing she nails. Love you, Mama Marcus. But then my mind just stops and freezes. Okay, realistically, what can my ED comes in and be like, what you doing? What can you logically have? Okay, you can have one little tiny slice of turkey. You can have a couple little pieces of potatoes. You can have one little double egg. You can have just a tiny spoonful of that Oreo fluff. Oh, but if you have Oreo fluff, you can't have pumpkin pie. You can't have any bite of pumpkin pie. Or, no, you can't have, those are 2 different kind of potatoes. You can only have one kind of potato because it makes you fat and all these things. And your mind goes haywire. And then you're stuck there in the line, frozen with fear and confusion. And this voice just belittling you and confusing you and just causing chaos in your brain. Everybody else is just awkwardly trying to be nice by not wanting to just push you ahead and say, come on, move on faster. We have like 10 people behind us and I'm hungry. I want some good food. As you're just sitting there like, terrified with fear, like not knowing what to do. And then you second guess yourself all the time. Like when you're sitting down, you're like, oh my gosh, did I get too much? Oh my gosh, maybe I should put like a little tiny scrape of this over here on the side of my plate because I got too much of it. Or like, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't have that little scoop of potatoes. Maybe I should just eat the rest and then throw the potatoes away. Or, oh my gosh. Even like my mind, like I'll get a Diet Pepsi. Oh my gosh, I had a plate full of food. Why did I get Diet Pepsi? I shouldn't have Diet Pepsi. I should have gotten water. Gosh dang it. Like, those are the things that go through my mind. Like, it's crazy. And I know that's just an example of someone with an eating disorder brain. There's a bunch of different ways that people with eating disorders, their minds work. Everyone's unique. Someone with binge, a lot different. Someone else with anorexia, though, way different. I know, like, last year I didn't, but, like, they were Thanksgivings where I would throw up my food after eating it. Like, those things, like, that's just how it works. So just being patient when you have someone with an eating disorder, being there for them. And just helping distract them during the meal by keeping the conversation light, off the food, and just smiling and just not drawing attention, especially to how much they're eating, and just because it's crazy. Like, my brain will go haywire. Like, I will not be there during the conversation. My 5-year-old niece can be right across the table with me talking about, like, the coolest My Little Pony thing she just saw at the store. And I will hear nothing of that what she's saying. And I'll just nod politely. Oh, that's so... And I'll be talking, but I won't be there. My mind will be so focused on the food and counting the calories and trying to add up what all calories I have and trying to work in my plan that I won't retain any of what just was said. It'll be like I'm there, but I'm not really there. Like, it's kind of like when you read a page of a book, but then you're like, wait, what the crap did I just read? And then, like, you have kind of like a little tiny, like, you sort of know what it's about. Like, oh, it's about this guy on this boat, but you don't know what happened on the boat or any details. Like, oh yeah, she was talking about that TV show, but what about it? Huh? So, Thanksgiving is a lot, but one thing I've learned is, especially if, like, my mom, when I went out to eat for my birthday and challenged myself, that night I texted her and I said, hey, I need your honesty. Did I eat too much? Was I a pig? Because that's one thing I'm working on, is checking the facts with people. My mom said, no, Amanda. You did an amazing job. I'm proud of you. I love that I was able to go out with you. You did nothing wrong. And my dietitian, I told her the same thing. I said, hey, I did our goal. I went out to eat to this restaurant I wanted for my birthday, and this is what I ate. I met our goal. And I asked her, I said, I feel like I sinned. And she's like, I get that, because she had needs. And she said, learn to trust the people around you. This is what your mom said. This is what I'm telling you. We do not lie like Edie does. And those things are just really helpful to know, like, because people with eating disorders, when they do things like this, they think they sinned, or they think they're bad or wrong. And it's just helping, just being there for them and knowing that they aren't wrong. They're doing what they, like, they aren't a bad person for what they're doing, and just letting them know that in gentle ways. But just wanted to give you a little tidbit of what it's like to live with an eating disorder during Thanksgiving. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Comment below on any for future video ideas you have, and love you all. Bye.